I got started doing this work when I was 17. You know, me and Jeff White, we had a mentor that pushed us. But he also had a mentor. And I didn't have a clue as to what I was doing, but we took a group of youth, I was 17, they was 15 and 16, to the East Coast. Lilly Endowment had funded that program, and we were leading a task force against crack cocaine. That's when crack cocaine was hitting pretty hard in the city. And so that propelled me into the work that I'm doing today. That's one of the things. There's so many other things that this guy has done. The other is with the Black Bold Brothers. And so I'm going to have Eunice Trotter to come up, and I want the Black Bold Brothers to come up, to stand right here, right after she finishes reading this document here.
Thank you, Brother Anthony. Good morning. Today, we stand on ground shaped by courage, by men who refuse to let injustice define our city. Among them were the Black Bold Brothers, led by Nyofu Elmore, whose vision and conviction turned agitation into action and protest into progress. In the 1970s, when the city labeled young Black men as agitators, Nyofu Elmore saw something different. He saw leaders. He saw the potential of youth to rebuild communities, to demand dignity, and to serve humanity. The Black Bold Brothers were not a rebellion against the city. They were a reclamation of the soul, of its soul. They organized, they served, they stood tall. They earned recognition from the Indiana Black Expo for their unselfish service in pursuit of human dignity. They proved that justice is not noise, it is commitment. Today, through Stop the Violence Indianapolis, we carry that same truth, that same torch. We face the persistent issues of neglect and inequality that Nyofu and the Black Bold Brothers addressed. Our efforts are focused on converting adversity into lasting prosperity and channeling hardship into purposeful action. When we mentor youth and young adults, when we create spaces for Black males to move from survival to thriving to legacy, we coach for accountability, responsibility, and the pursuit of the Black family. We are continuing the work that the Black Bold Brothers began. Their struggle was not just for their generation, it was for ours. Nyofu taught us that agitation is not anger. It is love in motion. It is a refusal to accept injustice as normal. He believed that every young person deserves a chance to lead, to build, and to belong. That belief lives in our programs, our partnerships, and our daily work. It lives in every young person who chooses peace over violence and purpose over despair. So I ask you not to remember the Black Bold Brothers as history, but as a living legacy. Let their courage guide our choices. Let their discipline shape our movements. Let their love for humanity remind us that justice is not a destination, it is a daily act. We are the continuation of their story. We are the next chapter of their fight. Together, we will ensure that Indianapolis remains a city where boldness is celebrated. to Berto and Nyofu Elmore, who I've known for 40 years, 50 years, 40 years, and the Black Bow brothers, we honor you. We honor you. We honor you. To the youth of Indianapolis, we believe in you. We believe in you. We believe in you. And to everyone here, let us be bold, let us be just, and let us be united. Thank you.
Now, Inyo, if you would come up. Black Bro brothers, please come up, the ones that are still here. Chuck, come on up. And that's a little history about yourself and the Black Bow brothers that you all have started here in the city of Indianapolis. Check this out. Yeah, he didn't know it, so thank you, Misty. Yeah. So these guys were 13, 12 years old. 9, 10, 12 years old when they started the Black Bow Brothers here in the city of Indianapolis. He was only a few years older than most of them, right out of high school, when they started the Black Bow Brothers. And there's not a lot of history out there about it. But I'm going to share a few other things. As we present this, we also want to present this T-shirt to him as an independent thinker. And we're trying to move our brothers from the survival way of thinking to get money to becoming independent thinkers. And so this is the movement that we're starting through Stop the Violence App Indianapolis, building off of some of the work that he's already done here in the city along with his brothers. And so we're inviting you all to join us in that movement. And so a couple of other things about Inyo, and I verified this through Miss Eunice. Miss Eunice Trotter is the historian here in the city. But Inyo was such an agitator here in the city for black males that the power brokers said, get out of our city. And what he did was he took the opportunity and left and went to law school in Philadelphia. For the last 35 or 40 years, he's been in Philadelphia doing criminal defense attorney. When I was a kid, I remember when they started the summer jobs program. And they got the business people on board, they got some other people on board, but Mayor Hutnut would not come on board. He had us as little kids put up flyers downtown that said, keep black kids from downtown. Kareem, you see the comparison? Keep black kids from down. He put those up. The news media hit it. Mayor Hutnut wouldn't call him back at first. But when it hit the news, guess who was calling him? Mayor Hutnut. And that started the first youth summer jobs program here called Medic. And what we did as kids, we cleaned up our own neighborhoods. And it gave us a sense of self. It gave us pride. It gave us pride in our neighborhood. And we looked out for our neighborhood. And so there's so many other stories that I really want to share. Before his mother passed, I was able to sit down with her and she'd tell me a lot of stuff. I've been sitting under Miss Williams and she's been sharing a lot of things. Miss Williams is his mentor. Yeah.
I grew up in Miss Williams' backyard. Me and her son were good friends.
Yeah.
And guess what was it, 63 or something?
Yeah.
Hanging
Yeah.
out at Miss Williams' house. Miss Williams is where I got picked up a lot of things from her and Warren Jabali. I was wondering when you was gonna give me this. No, Miss Williams is. I met Miss Williams, who has been a pioneer in this city a long time, I met her when I went to grade school. I think I was 12 years old. I went from 41 to 86, and that's where his son was at. And what she did back then, and she allowed her house to become the hangout house, even though we would, run around but she told me I would rather have y'all hanging out in my house than on the corner, and and that's how we just stayed at her house. And I didn't know what she did back then, but I knew she's about something. I'm 12. I'm 13. I don't know what's happening. 14, and then I started to understand and pick up. And now, obviously, as the years went by, she was a powerhouse behind a lot of the black movement, but quietly. Everybody has their way. She sit on boards and get black people on boards, and Indianapolis, the United Way, the Urban League. She worked with Tom Benford. I don't know if y'all remember Tom Benford. But yeah, these are the type things that and James Earl had to leave, but all these guys up here, like I used to tell them, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. They didn't have time to be juvenile delinquents because they was always protesting and going somewhere, to do something. So I didn't know all this was going on. Anthony, you did keep this pretty good, but kept it away from me. But no, I think that Anthony's doing a fantastic job. There are a lot of young people that he's helped, which I've talked to. Every time he talks, I try to create a positive attitude toward him in the program anytime I have an opportunity to talk to somebody in Indianapolis, and of course when I'm in Philadelphia. So I'm just appreciative that he would think that much of me to bring me down here, and particularly with the Black Bow Brothers, because the Black Bow Brothers they were part of everything just about, because I was a part of everything, and they supported me, and whether it was helping Glenn Howard get elected, Bill Crawford get elected, Julia Carson, who was Miss Williams was her campaign manager every time she ran, and we still got her grandson. It's not her son, it's her grandson, right? Grandson is now still congressman speaking out. Yeah, we all just came together as a community. Most of everybody that I knew and were mentoring, Reggie Jones and Bill Crawford, Glenn Howard, all those people are now gone. But you all are here. And I believe that we can do some things. And I'm going to try to move back here eventually, And then, but Anthony, do you want to look at? He started grabbing the mic.
We're going to take the mic right now. Listen, one other thing I'll share real quick. I remember when I was a kid in the Fall Creek YMCA, Kareem. That's where I learned to play basketball. They would not let us come in there unless we can tell them something about black history, somebody in history that was black, so we could build up on it. And if you didn't know, you couldn't come in and play ball. You couldn't come in and swim. You couldn't come in and do anything until you told them. It was him and another guy, I can't remember his name. And then Mr. Ransom always says, put a handle on my name. So that's a little bit of history. Let's give them a hand. Thank you all. Go sure. All right, sure, go ahead.
Yes, sure. Hold it for me. Everybody, it was guys like me that never had a father. I didn't know that anybody had a real mother and real father in the same house. I didn't know nobody until Nyofu brought the light on, saying that we can be something. I don't care what you ain't got. You don't have to go that way. And I'm here to tell you, James Earl Logan, mother and father, was all of our mothers and fathers. Because my mother didn't understand me, and I didn't understand her. But she was a great mother. She raised 4 boys by herself. But I'm going to say this about Nyofu. I didn't know he was that young. Because I thought he was an older guy. The value he taught us as young boys that is 5 principles that we got to live by. And I later found out it was in the Bible. after I got saved 20 years ago. It's love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. If you live by any other principle, it ain't right. That's the principle. I don't care if you go to church or don't go to church. Them 5 principles known to man. And he taught us them value. And I thank God for it. We even opened up, cut the ribbon at the Black Expo. Nobody talk about it. We had a drill team called the BBB, the Blow Black Brothers. Black, it's the BBBs. I'm 71 now, but I know the value. But miss, everybody, we opened up for Operation Breadbasket for Dr. Brown on Martindale. We would stand around Saturday morning about this time, and he had all of us around the mic. He told us when to clap, told us when we stumped our feet, so the audience would think it was a whole church full of people. It wasn't nobody but us. But he had a vision for us. He prayed for us. He put blessed oil on us. And I've been having cancer 22 years. You hear me? And God had blessed me. I lost a lot of hair, the chemo bad boy. But I still got something connected to my head. Because I asked the Lord, show me that I've been delivered. Give me a sign or a symbol or something. And he did that. I don't want to talk too long.
Grab the mic.
Yeah, but I'm glad because I got so much we did.
There is so much. There's so much. We cannot get it all right here and now. But if you Google Nyo's name, you'll see some of the articles. You'll see some of the articles around all the things that they were doing. So thank you. Give them another hand. Thank you, guys.